What's up, YouTube? You know what time it is. It's MightyFan time here in the NBA room in the Mighty Kingdom. So, gonna try this on one take. I kind of have the camera set up a little awkwardly there, but we'll see on one of the racks. But so we're gonna try this. So we're gonna start the NBA collection. What I have so far, up to date. I'm going to do it like I've been doing it, one rack at a time. So here in the NBA room that I have, one of the things was with Mitchell and Ness, of course, is one of their things is legendary. And to me, the legendary in Mitchell and Ness is with their jerseys is more so the old run stuff. As my buddy J-Dub would say, the old gold. As I've said this before in the other, with the other sports, it's like the USA runs, the El Salvador runs, the Korea, Mexico, all over the place. Wherever they made jerseys back then. I think I heard it was like 7 different locations that they had them made back then, if I remember correct. So what I did here in the NBA room is I separated what I didn't do with the other sports was I separated the jerseys by the newer China runs, which I'm currently leaning my camera up against the rack or using the rack to host the camera there, and also the older run NBA that Mitchell and Ness has made. And there go why I've made these 2 racks right here. You see the one here and the one over here with the USA run Kobe on the front. Rest in peace to Kobe. These 2 are the legendary racks because these 2 racks house all of the old run Mitchell and Ness NBA jerseys that I have. I couldn't do that with every sport because it would have been way too many racks, and I just don't have the room for that. So, but I could do it here. And then I have a rack that you're not seeing off camera here, which houses all my, either replica or authentic or custom jerseys. And actually, note, there will be another rack being put in here at some point. I have to move some stuff here around, but I want to make another maybe smaller rack here that's just going to have, nothing but custom, done jerseys on there, because there'll be more coming down the road. So I want to kind of have them on one rack. I think would be kind of cool. But so let's get into it. So this is the NBA room. I also have the Bulls closet over here off camera. You're not seeing it right now, but there it is. That's where all my Jordan jerseys are, and obviously, hence the name Bulls closet. There's Pippen, there's Rodman, there's whatever, Derrick Rose. Whatever Bulls jerseys they're in there. Okay, because the Bulls were one of my teams growing up. That. The Last Dance was a great documentary. I really enjoyed it. Brought back some fond memories of those years. I do have some paraphernalia. As you can see, here's my Bulls locker. So paraphernalia from, that time. Certainly big Sixers fan, of course, my hometown Sixers. But the heart, will always have a soft spot for the Bulls. So I do have Bulls closet here. I have a Sixers closet downstairs. Well, it's kind of intermixed with Phillies as well, but we'll get to that down the road. But let's get it started. So we're going to go with the bigger of the 2 racks first. And again, these are all, besides one, there's a caveat. There's one jersey on this rack that's a newer China run or newer China run jersey. And the reason for that is I wanted to keep all this players' jerseys together because I have the full set that Mitchell and Ness has done. So I made one exception on this rack, but we'll get to that. We're going to start with a very iconic jersey, and rest in peace, of course, he just passed away recently, Mr. Wes Unseld. The Bullets, this would be the road jersey. These jerseys were big time for Mitchell and Ness back in the day. They were big sellers, very iconic. You would see them, around back then. This one is, these are USA run. Yeah, USA runs, these jerseys. The quality is just outstanding. I don't think the video is going to pick it up, but it's just, that's the type of stuff Mitchell and Ness used to do with the cut of the jerseys. Just crazy. And you could definitely see that with the NBA. Just the way those old runs, and it varied by location they were made in, but just the cut of some of these jerseys, like this is a circa 1977-78. Okay, so this is like how the jerseys were made, you know, back then with the thinner straps up front, and then it would just go down and just, you'll see these with some other jerseys. It's just crazy. That's the type of stuff they did back then. They don't do it today as much. All the jerseys, for the most part, there might be a few here and there, but for the most part, they're kind of generically cut. Even if they try to make it like an older run jersey, like an older era jersey, it's still cut kind of the same as like, you know, a 90s jersey or a 2000s jersey, for the most part, you know. There's some exceptions, but that's one of the big complaints that us jersey heads have about Mitchell & Ness today, is that just the little attention to detail, the little things that they used to do that they no longer do. And that's why a lot of us collectors, myself included, and I'm not one of those that hate on the new stuff, but a lot of us are nostalgic for the older stuff, and we're out looking for the older stuff, and when we can add more to the collection, you know, it makes our day. But anyhow. Next off, so I have the set of West Unsale Bullets. Here's the home one. Again, USA run. Very nice. We got the Nate Tiny Archibald Kings jersey, Kansas City Kings at that time. I believe Kansas City Kings at that time. Number 10 Archibald with the drop name under the 10. How they did it back then. You might recall the Kings would wear this style as like their throwback jersey, you know, back then in the Weber years and such. And Mike Bibby and all. This is a 72-73, and it is made. Here's the El Salvador. This is an El Salvador run jersey. And I do, for the most part, I do believe I have these separated. These are all like it is in my other racks. These are separated by team, and for most part by year by team. So that's how I chose to do this stuff when I started doing this, you know, putting this whole thing together some time ago, I should say. And here's the away Tiny Archibald with the captaincy, and back then he wore number 1, so he went from 10 to 1. 74-75. El Salvador run again, and again with the drop name under the 1. Very nice jersey. Love this one. This one actually I was looking for some time, and I finally was able to get it, and I wanted it. I love that captaincy on there. Sometimes it's just the little things that make the jersey for me, you know. You know, how often in the NBA you're going to see like a captaincy, and I have a few. I have Nate, and I have a Tracy McGrady Magic with the captaincy on there, because that's just all kinds of cool for me. Reggie Theus, this is the Sacramento Kings, the powder blue. Of course, the Kings wore this as a throwback, I believe, not long ago, but there's the Theus. This is a, let's say this is a U. This is a USA run. 87-88 is your year. Theus 24. I believe I got this from my buddy Big Slim, so shout out to Big Slim. I've gotten some jerseys from him over the years that he was parting with to size trade up or whatever. Well, I know I got this one from him too. This is going to the Blazers now. This is the Bill Walton. I still want the home version of this, but this is the road red. Very nice jersey. Yeah. 76-77 Bill Walton. Back tag. Walton 32. The Walton jerseys were another, you know, big hitter for Mitchell & Ness back in the day. Don't see this one as much anymore, but this is the Clyde to Glide Drexler. The away black Blazers. 90-91 season. Very nice jersey. El Salvador run. And yes, as I said with the other sports, it's the same with the NBA. They're just jerseys that are just so gaudy that it's like, I gotta have them. Because, you know, the more gaudy, the better in some cases. So we got the Bells, Walt Bellamy, Atlanta Hawks, the lime green jersey. And of course, this is the ABA. So back then they would like put their nicknames for some teams. They would do that. So there's Bells. They're more famous one, I guess, is the one coming up. But this is a Bellamy. This was actually a Lids pickup, believe it or not. I got this off Lids. 71-72. Because they had, like I said before, with the NFL, they had some old Ron Mitchell and Ness jersey, I guess, somehow in some warehouse or whatever, and they were selling them, you know, some years ago before Fanatics took over. And so this was one of them that I got from Lids. All right, now here's the more, probably the famed nickname that you all remember. This is the Pistol Pete, Atlanta Hawks, the blue jersey with, of course, the stripes going down. This is a 71-72. This is as the same with the Bellamy. And, of course, Pistol in quotations on the bottom. And I'm proud to say that I have the full run. I have every Pistol Pete jersey that Mitchell & Ness has done. All authentic form, of course. A lot of old run stuff here. Took me a little while to get them all, but I have them all. I have his LSU jersey, too, over in the other rack, because I have some college jerseys on there. So that's the only Pistol jersey I don't have here. But it's a collegiate jersey. I'm keeping my collegiate jerseys in a different spot. This is a one you don't see as much, the white version of it, of the Hawks, 71-72 season. Same, you know, design, same, you know, deal, just in white with the pistol in the quotation marks, of course, on the back. And they did wear this one. They wore this one, the lime green and the blue one. Had to do a little research, because at first when I saw this, I'm like, did the Hawks even wear it back then? Because you always see pictures and the jerseys of like the blue Hawks jersey in that style and the lime green. But sure enough, there was pictures of Pistol wearing the white Hawks jersey in that style. And as it was with Bellamy, here's the Pistol, lime green. Come on, ain't it pretty, as Slim would say? Job to Slim. Pistol in quotation marks. 71-72 season. Very cool. Then the Hawks changed it up, so they went from their blue, lime green, and white colorway. They added the gold. They dropped the lime green, and they added red and gold. So here's the Atlanta Hawks home jersey from the time, Pistol. And this would be a 73-74. That's the home jersey. You might recall Mitchell & Ness recently put out, which I have, Lou Hudson in this style for their swingman line, but this is the authentic Pistol Pete. They never made to my knowledge, they never made a Lou Hudson authentic in this. I just picked up a Lou Hudson, actually. I got his powder blue Hawks jersey, which I believe is the St. Louis Hawks, if I'm not mistaken. But that's not here yet, so it's not pictured. I'll show it in the next vid. And this is the harder to get, harder to find, the red version, the road red for that particular Hawks style, Pistol Pete. Love this one. This one really pops. I was so happy because the Hawks actually wore this as like a throwback alternate, 73-74 season. And I got the hat for this. Because, you know, I'm a stickler for the hat jersey combo wombo, so I couldn't find a hat for this. And then a couple years ago, they wore this as like an alternate, and they made the hat for it. So I'm like, Cha-ching. And this is the only China run that I have, but again, it's pistol, so I had to put them all together. The New Orleans Jazz pistol 44. This is the 75-76 season. So he went from the Hawks to the Jazz. And he wore this particular style jersey. And then he went from number 44 to number 7. And here's the home Jazz, number 7. '76-77 season. And so they did what the Utah Jazz would continue at that time. So they had the screen press numbers on the front, the screen press number on the back, but the name is single stitched across the back. So if you see any of these Mitchell & Ness jerseys like this, unless they do like a swingman line of it and it's stitched, nope. It's supposed to be pressed. I got this one there, my buddy Big Slim. This is a All-Star Pistol Pete number 7 East. And this is a 78-79 season. Everything is pressed onto this jersey. Very nice. I don't have a lot of the Mitchell & Ness did a run of these. This is the only one I have for the All-Star from this era. They did like Maurice Lucas. They did a few of those players, but that's the only one I have was pistol. Yes, you see my jersey head OCD. I'm trying to straighten jerseys as I put it back. Then he went to Boston for his final season, I believe, in his career. He, of course, wore number 44, Celtics. And, of course, I believe that Jazz is the Utah Jazz. I believe. So that's why he has his name on the back instead of pistol. 79-80 season. And, of course, Maravich on the back because there was no nicknames in the NBA. So the home Celtics jersey. I know, a Sixers fan holding up a Celtics jersey. It's a bit counterintuitive there, but hey, it's pistol, right? I'll be holding up other Celtics jerseys coming up, so at least one more. And there's the away green 79-80 pistol. And this was the last pistol jersey I got. This is the last one I needed, so I collected this. I was happy to complete the set. And that is the Pistol Pete Mitchell & Ness collection. That's every jersey for pistol that they have made. You just saw them all. And again, the only one not shown here is the LSU number 23, which I have on the other rack there. And we got the Utah Jazz AD here, Adrian Dantley. I actually got this at a flea market many years ago. 82-83 season. The green Jazz jerseys. Would have been cool if they did a Stockton, because I believe Stockton's rookie year they wore the green jersey. And speaking of Mr. Stockton, and speaking of Mr. Pistol, here's the John Stockton Utah Jazz with the Pistol Pete Memorial. After he passed away, right there. Utah Jazz, number 12. Everything pressed on, of course, on the front and the back, just the number, but the name is single stitched. This is the 87-88 season. Beautiful jersey, really like this one. I still want the other one that they did too, which doesn't have the pistol memorial and everything's like screen pressed onto the material, so it's got the holes through it. I had a chance on that one on eBay some time ago, and I just, I didn't pull the trigger quick enough, and You know, because it is one that is hard to find. You don't see it that often. And I guess, you know, to finish off the Stockton set of this particular style, you know, to have that one would be cool. But here's the other Celtics from, you know, the old run, Mitchell and Ness. Bill Russell, number 6. You gotta have a Bill Russell in the collection. Of course, the great rivalry with Wilt Chamberlain, but 62-63. Boston Celtics, right there. Shout out to M. Diddy. The Celtic fans out there. Good to have the NBA coming back in late July. Looking forward to that. All right, this next one isn't a Celtics jersey per se, but it's a Celtics legend, an NBA legend, Larry Bird. Larry Legend, All-Star. I do have his regular Celtics jersey too on the other rack, but this one over here, I believe, because it's China run. 81-82. Yeah, I see it over there. Like, that's a China run, right? Yep, it's a China run. You'll see it down the road. Again, this is part of the legendary racks. The 2 legendary racks I have. Dave Thompson, Denver Nuggets. The pickaxe logo on the front, very iconic jersey right there. See a lot of old head collectors with this one. 79-77, 76-77. He's upside down, so you know. Thompson 33. Really like this one. This is a quality jersey. And again, you can see, you know, the cut of this. They don't do this anymore. They don't put that attention to detail with what they do anymore. It's very. It's not. And again, I'm not a hater. I really am not. I'm not a hater of the China runs. I have a full freaking Z bottom rack full of them, so I'm not a hater. But I do understand the gripe that people have, you know, with the cuts and just how, you know, the attention to stuff they used to do and the quality, the materials were different, and now it's very generically done, almost uniformly done across the board. There are some differences with different years, but, you know, it is what it is. And as Jersey heads, we can complain until we're blue in the face. It's not going to change anything, unfortunately. But, you know, we'll always have the appreciation, you know, for the older stuff, too. Alex English, this is the navy blue. I think the first person I ever saw with this was Throwback Gang. Shout out to Snacks. Denver Nuggets. 83-84. There's one Alex English I don't have, which, if I can ever get that, it will complete the set. It's the home version of this with the green trim on the neck and the armholes. But, of course, the famed rainbow jersey style, rather. This next one, this is the one that you would always see back in the day. I mean, as hot as the navy blue one is, you would definitely, this was one of their big movers, was the blue one. The more royal blue. Sea line again, rainbow. This is the one you would see all the time back then. This was a big hitter. 87-88. And this is the old run of it. I know they've since done like the swingman and stuff, but this is the authentic. This is the old authentic run. Beautiful jersey. Beautiful. The mesh just, yeah, definitely a hitter. And then you would see the white one too. So the blue one you just saw, and I'm going to hit you with the white one. The white one, I believe, is an underrated jersey. You see the blue one a lot, but I got to tell you, the white one, man, that rainbow, that design pops more on the white one. And the white one was a big hitter for them back then too, but you would normally, anytime you would see people like in hip-hop communities or whatever wearing it, would be the blue one. You know, the white one, though, English 2, of course, 87-88, this would be the home version. And like I said, the only one I don't have is that home version with the green, you know, piping going down the armholes and stuff. And they made English and Kiki Vandeweghe. I don't have a Kiki yet. I do want to get one, just to have one, you know, in the collection. But Don't sleep on those white ones. All right, we're going to go to Cleveland next. The Land. This is pre-LeBron James. Cleveland Cavaliers. Austin Carr. This is that gold jersey that the Cavs wore as a throwback some time ago. That was based off this one. The Cavs wore back then. This is Mitchell Ness. Everything is pressed on it too. There's nothing stitched on this jersey. Totally pressed. Beautiful jersey. Really like this one. I like the both of them. And you'll see that one next. 75, 76 season. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice jersey. USA run, of course. Just love that kind of checkered side trim. It goes all the way down. I'm a little worried about the fans, so I don't want to. I know, man. People seeing these videos, it's going to hurt their wallet, man. They're going to be looking for some of this stuff. I see you, King of Leonidas. I know. Here's the wine version of it, or the maroon version. Car, 34. Again, everything pressed. That's that, that checkered logo or design that they had. 75, 76. Who said you can't get anything for free? I didn't get this for free, but it's World B free. Of course, great Sixer too. This is home Cavs jersey. This is the one you normally see. When you see a World Cavs, you normally will see the white one, 85, 86. But man, I was bound and determined. I wanted that orange one, and it took me quite a while to finally get one, but I procured one a few years ago. So this is, just as you know, patience is a virtue. It's the same in the collecting game as it is in anything else. So I finally was able to get the orange version of it some years ago. World B free Cavs. Because like I said, the white one's hot and it pops. You always usually see the white one, like if it's on eBay or whatever. But the orange one, you don't see this one too often. 85, 86. There was a guy who was selling a bunch of like Cleveland sports paraphernalia, and he had like all various Mitchell Ness Cleveland jerseys. I think I got I think I got one of my car jerseys from him, and I got this one, and I think I got at least one of the Harpers from him too, maybe both. I forget, but But that was the guy I got this one from, and it was just I was like, I have to have that, Here's the Harper, same as you saw the free, although slightly different, of course, the NBA logo. It's the 86-87 season. Ron Harper, part of The Last Dance. He was on those the second of the three Pete Bulls teams. Very good contributor on those teams. And here's his orange jersey, same as the World, although it's got the NBA logo. '86, '87 season. And yeah, even back then, Mitchell Ness made some mistakes. So, don't know why. Maybe it was something in final production. They just forgot to add a little something to it. But this is the Mark Price. It does not have the NBA, the Jerry West logo. It should, but they didn't put it on it for whatever reason. I guess they just goofed. But is what it is. It's just to show Mitchell Ness made mistakes back then too. 91-92 season, so it should have the logo, but I think there was one other too. I forget the mistake. It escapes me right now. I think there was one other jersey that they made from that time period. They didn't put the logo on it. And the thing is, I'll probably remember it as soon as this video's done, but that's just how it goes. Still a nice jersey though. That's one I got from my buddy Big Slim as well. This is another big hitter for them back then. The Cincinnati Royals, the Big O, Oscar Robertson. Very nice jersey, clean. You know, it's you know, not a lot of bells and whistles, but it pops in person. Believe me. 14 when he wore number 14, coming up. 64-65 season against Cincinnati Royals. So. Alrighty, now we're going to get into the desert. Pistol territory. He's a Laker fan. But Phoenix Suns. Connie Hawkins. I still want the white version of this, but I do have the purple. The purple pops. I mean, you know, the purple definitely, you know, is a hitter, but the white version of this is nice too. 69-70 season. Hawkins. This is one I picked up recently. Kevin Johnson. Suns. Purple. '88-'89 season. Very nice jersey. I was glad to find this. You see so many damn fakes of this one, and I was glad to get the authentic version. And I think if I remember from Nostalgia Boy saying they did 2 runs of this. They did one with just the, you know, just a single layer, single stitched rather white name on the back, Johnson, and then this version with the you know, the 2-layer double stitched. For whatever reason, and you actually see it on this one. Tom Chambers. See, this is what I mean. Just single stitch Chambers on the back. 88-89. But of course the KJ has, I think they made both versions. The Purple Suns always pop, so you know. Whatever it is, but they always pop. And I got the home version, Tom Chambers. Would have been awesome if they made a Sonics jersey with the captaincy on there. Well, your boy's going to be getting one of those at some point in custom form, believe me. But Chambers, 24. 88-89. Just it's the little things about jerseys sometimes, man. When he was a Sonic, he was the captain. Towards the end of his time there in Seattle, and he had a captaincy on there. Then in that old Sonics, you know, jersey, the Arc Sonics jersey. Ooh, they're not here. They're over here. But we will get to the Sonics. I have much love for the Sonics, believe me. And we got of course, the rookie Fireball, Steve Nash, Canada Zone right there. Uh, 96, 97, of course, the season, the NBA 50th, so it's got the gold logo. Very nice jersey. Very nice jersey. I know they made the purple one too, which I want to get sometime, but I got the home. All right, now we're going to the heartland here, Indianapolis, Indiana, of course. The Indiana Pacers. Another guy who spent some, you know, good years with the Sixers, George McGinnis. When he was a Pacer, the ABA days. 72-73 season. This is another one that gets faked a lot. Both versions, the home and away. I still want to get the home. I want to get the white one. Reggie Miller rookie. They did actually make the home version of this, but I don't know if it was like just a sample version or if it was very limited run. But you would normally, if you see it, it's the road. I saw the home one once on eBay. My buddy Big Slim remembers, so we were both, you know, looking at it. But it was like beat up, and it went for some crazy amount, you know, because it's a rare jersey. But for the condition it was in, it went for pretty good money, 87, 88. But it's a rare jersey. I mean, I've only seen it the one time, and that was the one time. But there might be a custom down the road. Where there's a will, there's a way, my friends. So this is the this is the away rookie, Reggie Miller. And then this is the Spike Lee special. This is the I should say maybe this is the Madison Square Garden special. The Flojo, when he went crazy in the playoffs at the end of the game, beat the Knicks. Knicks fans don't appreciate this one too much. Don't worry, Knicks fans. You'll be appreciating it pretty soon. What I have coming up, 93-94 season, the Flojo. Of course, later they would do Mark Jackson. They would make a Mark Jackson too, but this is the original. This is the original run for Reggie Miller. And they would make Jalen Rose too. Neither of which I have. Maybe someday, but I got the original run Flojo right there, Reggie Miller. Yeah, this is another big hitter. Mitchell Ness back in the day, the Bob McAdoo Buffalo Braves. Of course, they would become the Los Angeles Clippers, San Diego Clippers, and then Los Angeles Clippers currently. But they were the Buffalo Braves. I know they wore these jerseys as like throwbacks years ago, 72, 73, and they wore the home version of this, which Mitchell Ness made McAdoo. I don't have it, but they're wearing the home version of the Buffalo Braves jersey this season as their Hardwood Classics. Looks really nice too. I almost picked one up because I wanted a Lou Williams in that, but we'll see, maybe. But beautiful jersey. I know it still has a tag. I got this one so cheap at the store. They were doing years ago. There was a make your offer rack deal for Father's Day. They had a rack of jerseys and stuff. And because it was older runs, they didn't have it on the books anymore, and you can make them offers for stuff. And okay, it was a one-time deal, but it was awesome. And that's one of the jerseys I got from it. Another big hitter for them, the blue Buffalo McAdoo. Now the white version, of course, which would say Braves on the front. That's the one you remember seeing, back in the day. Jay-Z wearing, but 74, 75. That one's very hard to find. That one, that's like a unicorn jersey, But they made it. They made both of these. They made the Buffalo and then the home, it just said the Braves on the front. But that one's a very tricky one to track down. All right. See, Knicks fans, I told you I'd make it up to you. Here we go. Here are your Knicks. The captain, Willis Reed. Older run. 72, 73, of course. The great years for those New York Knickerbockers, which is the full name for Knicks, for those of you who don't know. What is a Knickerbocker? Sneakers. That's what a Knickerbocker is. Yep, the New York Knickerbockers. New York Knicks. Dave DeBusschere. Beautiful. Beautiful. The old run, and they didn't do that with the Willis Reed, but there are runs of the Willis Reed where they have it like this. But just that cut. Just the cut on this jersey alone, and it's how the Knicks wore it back then. And, it's the type of stuff that, Mitchell Ness isn't going to do anymore. 72, 73. The home. Dave DeBusschere. I got the road Bill Bradley, number 24, New York Knicks. And the other thing I always liked about the Knicks, is the font. I always liked that font that they wore, the slightly arced font, very nice. And they hit the nail on the head with these jerseys back then. Again, 72, 73, and again you can see that cut. We got Philly's own right here, Earl the Pearl. Monroe, his Knicks jersey. The away jersey. I love the cut of these jerseys. Again, you got the 72, 73 season. That cut. Woo! Just as high as the weather out there today. Oh my. Walt Clyde Frazier, home jersey. New York Knicks, 72-73. Love these. Oh my God, I love these. You can tell that's why I have so many of them. And there's others I'd like to get. I'd like to get the older run Willis Reed blue, and if I can get like a Clyde Frazier in the blue too, that would be nice. Bradley in the white, the Busher in the blue. Just have the whole run. Yeah. Billy Ray Richardson right here, 79-80. Michael Ray Richardson. I don't know why I said Billy Ray. Michael Ray Richardson. New York Knicks. This is the style that you would see, like the blue version of the Bernard King. So they made Michael Ray, and they made come on brain, Earl Monroe in the white, and then of course they did the blue Bernard King, which they redid in swingman form. But you know, nice jersey. The font on this one's crazy, and this was a very briefly styled jersey that they wore. The font and all, they only wore this very briefly, and then they went back to the orange and blue. But they just tried something back then. I forget what the story of those were, if it was like based off like their original jersey or whatever it was, but yeah, then they went back to these, which is what they're more known for, the orange, white, and blue. Patrick Ewing, rookie. Shot the Snacks. Ewing squad members, shout out to all you. 85-86. And I do have the Ewing squads to go with this. Snacks, of course. All the Knicks jerseys, for that matter. Because anytime, if I wear a Knicks jersey, those are the kicks that go with them. The Ewing squad. Ewings. Collabed with the company by the Throwback King, Snacks. Honored to have a pair of those. John Starks, he did not dunk on Jordan. He dunked on Horace Grant. Jordan was in the area, but he didn't dunk on him. 92-90. I couldn't stand this guy back in the day. Because, again, Bulls growing up, but I had to have this jersey because it's rare. It's hard to find. So when I had a chance at it, I got it. It was one of those, I have to do it. Yeah. It is a nice jersey. It is. And, Starks, it's a nice story. Grew up a Knicks fan, of course, in New York and everything, and ended up playing with the Knicks. And, nice story, but he didn't dunk on Jordan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the Knicks fans. I hate to break the hearts. He didn't. If you see the footage, Jordan was there to the side of him. You can't dunk on someone if you're on the side of you. Have to be in front. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, damn it. Besides, who won that series? Oh, anyhow, we're going to move on. That's the end of the story. We see 96-97. This is the original run of this they made. Charles Oakley, of course, he was a Bull before going to the Knicks. The Oak Man. 96-97, they got the full info right there on the jock. So, of course, years later they would do Ewing and Starks in this, but this was the original one they did, Oakley. I don't have the Ewing and Starks in this, but I have the Oak Man. All right, this time I'm going to make sure to say the name right. Michael Ray Richardson. Not to be confused with Billy Ray Richardson. I don't know where that came from. I honestly don't. The New Jersey Nets. Number 20. And the cut on this one again. It's a banger. It's a must-have, man. And that New Jersey down the side of it. Because obviously they were the New York Nets before they moved to New Jersey. And now, of course, they're in Brooklyn. But when they moved, they put the New Jersey on the side. Same exact jersey as they wore with the Nets. In New York, rather, in the ABA. But then they just added that New Jersey along the red. See, just something like that. It gets me. It does. This is a 85-86. Drazen Petrovic. New Jersey Nets, the home jersey. Very cool. Really like this one. It's the only home one they ever did. 92-93 season. Petrovic. Here's the road. Petro, this is the original run of it. Of course, they would do it years later in China run. They also did the tie-dye. I didn't need to get it because I had a custom one. So I have the tie-dye, just not Mitchell & Ness. 92-93, I have a custom one. Very nice. Very nice jersey. Really like the tie-dye one. And if I didn't have the custom one, I would have gotten the Mitchell & Ness one. And I know, Jersey Head OCD, gotta fix it up a little. Here we go. Kenny Anderson, New Jersey Nets. In fact, I got a "That's What's Up" from Kenny Anderson when I showed a picture of this on Twitter some years ago. So Kenny appreciated seeing his jersey those years ago. Someone had asked on Twitter if they ever made a Kenny Anderson Mitchell & Ness, if Mitchell & Ness ever made his jersey. And I quickly ran upstairs to the old house I was living in at the time, and I snapped a picture of it. Yes, they did. Here it is. And Kenny Anderson tweeted, it said, "That's what's up." 92-93. So shout out to Kenny. You know, if you see this, there you go. All right, now we're going to go to Milwaukee. Milwaukee Bucks. Big O. You saw his Cincinnati Royals jersey earlier. Here's his Milwaukee Bucks jersey. Oscar Robertson. Just picked this up recently, not long ago. 71-72 season, the home jersey, which is somewhat difficult to find. You see the road one more than the home one, so there it is. Very nice jersey. Here's that scripted Milwaukee, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Just that name on the back of it. Ooh. Beautiful. 73-74. This pops, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Beautiful jersey. Glad to have it in the set, in the collection, I should say. On one of the legendary racks. See, this is why. This is why it's a legendary rack. See, you're gonna see some stuff on here, and on this one too. Sidney Moncrief, Milwaukee Bucks home. I still want the road version, but 83-84. Had a chance at the road version a few times. You used to see these so much. I remember Lake Show 2 when he was finishing off his run. I mean, I actually got this next one from him. But, I mean, you would see so many of these Bucks, and then you would see them on eBay. You know, they would, like, flood eBay, and, of course, now they're harder to find. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I came in at I started collecting towards the end of the Lake Show time, towards the end of his run, so I didn't get that many from him, but this is one of the ones I did get from him. This is the road Milwaukee Bucks. Lake Show 2 was a seller on eBay, for those who don't know, and all he did was sell Mitchell & Ness jerseys, and he was selling them at the height of their the Jersey Boom days, the height of the popularity. And, apparently they were, a lot of people, were able to grow their collections because of Lake Show 2 and on eBay those years. And I kind of came in, so I started collecting towards the end of it, when he was, like, liquidating stuff. Because, back then I was collecting more Mighty Mouse, so I started getting into the jersey game a little later, but this is one of the few that I was able to get from him. 83-84. Bob Lanier. Very nice jersey. All right, we're getting there, guys. San Diego Clippers will be free. You saw his Cavs jersey earlier. You'll see his Sixers jersey down the road. But here's his San Diego Clippers jersey. Yeah, San Diego Clippers. And they made him and they made Bill Walton. And they made both. They made the home and roads for these. And speaking of Bill, here's his Clippers jersey, Los Angeles Clippers. I believe this is the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers 32. They made Bill Walton. They made Norm Nixon in this style. I don't have a Norm. I do want to get a Norm Nixon. I know, Jersey OCD. Gotta turn the thing around. But I would like to get a Norm. I just haven't, to this point. This was one of those jerseys I got on the make an offer rack on Mitchell & Ness. At the Mitchell & Ness store years ago, 84, 85. But these next two I got from my buddy Big Slim years ago. And he got a different size, and I got his bigger ones. Didn't matter to me, I just wanted them. He gave me a good deal on them. This is, of course, the Iceman, George Gervin. His the silver Spurs jersey, 74-75, ABA days. Iceman right here, 44. And I got the black version. $79.80. Anybody can dunk, but not anybody can finger roll. How the Iceman used to say it. Artis Gilmore. San Antonio Spurs. Love the Spurs on the side. Very nice. Don't know why they didn't make a Iceman in this, because he wore this one too, I believe. 82, 83. Unless he was with the Bulls at the time, I forget. But I think I saw an image of him wearing this style with the Spurs going down the side. But very nice jersey. And I got his Kentucky Colonels jersey. Now, Mitchell & Ness recently put out a swingman of this, but this is the authentic from back in the day. Kentucky Colonels, Artis Gilmore. Beautiful jersey, really nice. Underrated, I believe this one. This is an underrated jersey. Very nice though, love it, it pops. 74-75 season, ABA days. Marvin Barnes, bad news, right here. Spears of St. Louis, another one of the big hitters from Mitchell & Ness back in the day, 75-76. Now the Spirits, what they did was they put their first name on the back of their home jerseys and their last name on the back of the road jerseys. And the road jerseys are a very big hitter too, and you'll see it in just a second. Shout out to Rez. He knows about this one. But that's the Marvin Barnes home, and this was a big hitter for Mitchell & Ness. This is the road Moses Malone, number 13, Spirits of St. Louis jersey. John Cena wore this jersey. And Rez met John Cena wearing this jersey, and he wore this the Spirits jersey when he met him, and John thought that was awesome. So I remember that. I remember that, Rez. I still remember that. I remember when Rez made a video showing his Spirits jersey at the time, and it was it is one that I wanted for so long, and it's one of those that's very faked, and the tell is a very small detail, is the tell. All right, so the authentics, like this is the authentic, and this is the 75-76 season, okay? But the tell in this jersey, so you can always tell if it's authentic or not, is on the airplane. The little bar right there, the axle basically, connecting the wheel to the frame of the plane. If it doesn't have that little bar, it's a fake. If it has the little bar, it's good. More times than not, it's good. The fakers that they forgot to add that bar. So, and to the best of my knowledge, Mitchell and Ness never made the home version. They only made the home version for Marvin Barnes, to the best of my knowledge. So if you see the home version of this, and usually, again, the tell with that is you'll see like a home version, Moses Malone, Spirits of St. Louis, and it will say Malone on the back. And it's not supposed to, because as I said, just as you saw with the Marvin Barnes, the Spirits had their first name on the back of the jerseys for the home jerseys. For the roads, they put the last name. So it's one of those like, kooky type of things that the ABA would do. Nicknames like the Hawks, the Spirits, that they would do all different kind of things. Okay, so that's if you see a home version of this jersey, Moses Malone with Malone 13 on the back, it's a fake, because it would have said Moses. And to the best of my knowledge, Mitchell and Ness never made the home version. They just did the road. Be kind of cool, if they did the home with Moses 13 on the back of it. That'd be kind of cool. But iconic jersey. I got the perfect fitted for this. Oh yeah, that deserves a. Oh yeah. This is a big hitter even today. People look for it, but like I said, you got to be careful with these because they were faked. Big time. They were fake big time. And the tell is the axle. If you see the axle on the wheel, connecting the wheel to the frame, you're probably good. More than likely good. If you don't see that little axle there, it's no-go. If you care about that kind of thing. Which, as a Jersey head, I hope you would. Virginia Squires, Dr. J, another big hitter back then. Irving, 32. Any Dr. J jersey was, a big hitter for them back then. The Nets, the Squires, the Sixers. 72, 73 season. Beautiful jersey. I got the perfect hat for it, too. Your boy goes crazy to find the right hat for the jersey. Sometimes it takes longer than others, but... And here's his Nets. New York Nets. Dr. J, 32. Irving, this is the road version. Very patriotic jersey right there, as you remember from the Michael Ray Richardson. Same style, only again with New Jersey. They put the New Jersey down the red. 75-76 season. And this one I just picked up recently, which is the home version. Got this one just before Memorial Day off eBay. 75-76 again, the home version. Shout out to Nostalgia Boy. I know he really likes this one. San Diego Conquistadors, Grant jersey, ABA jersey. 73-74 season. Very nice jersey right there. And then I got the Memphis Sounds Jones. This is a little dirty. I still got to find a way to clean this. Some of the stains on this one, very hard to come off, but I'm still working on it. It's like they had like, I don't know what the heck they did. There's all these like color things on here. It's almost like they had a colored water balloon fight or something. I don't know what the person was doing, but yeah, that's the type of thing I always cringe. 74, 75. Because as a Jersey head, man, you see a jersey with some stuff on it, you get some stuff, you just, you go into panic mode. And like yesterday, I've seen the movie plenty of times, I've seen the scene plenty of times, and every time I see it, it just makes me cringe. It's, it's Are We Done Yet with Ice Cube, the sequel to Are We There? It's not as good as Are We There Yet, but there's nothing else on last night. It was or yesterday afternoon. It was on. I'm just okay. I caught it just before the scene where he's getting ready for breakfast, and he has the blue Johnny Unitas Baltimore Colts Mitchell and Ness jersey on, and it's like he opens the fridge and the pizza slice goes on it, and then the kid dumps stuff on it. He gets all this crap on it, and it's just no. It pains me as a Jersey head to see that type of thing, and so that of all the scenes of movies, and I've watched horror movies, okay, I can sit through it, no problem, whatever. I saw that scene in Are We Done Yet? I said, oh, It's honestly, I have to turn it off. I got too much Jersey head in me. But anyhow, hey, this took an hour to do, this rack. I would imagine the next one won't be as much. It's a bit of a smaller rack, but it's packed. It's got, you know, a lot down there. But, you know, anyhow, I do this to catalog the collection. I do this for you, too, because I know people have been asking, hey, we need to see NBA. Well, that's only some of it, okay? There's more. But an hour of entertainment for MightyFan here, showing the rack 1 of 2 of the legendary racks in the NBA room here in the Mighty Kingdom. Okay? Another jersey coming. The Lou Hudson. I guess I'll show that to start the next episode of this, which will be coming up probably in a week or two. But anyhow, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you hung in there with me, and hope, you know, a little trip down memory lane for some of these old run, as my buddy J-Dub would say, the old gold right here, old gold. Okay, so yeah. But as always, thanks for joining. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to me. Make sure you hit the bell icon so that you can be alerted when my wonderful face comes and greets you. Hello. To show jerseys or talk sports or whatever. Show hats and various things I do in here on YouTube. And just so you'll be notified for the latest and greatest videos from the Mighty Kingdom. And also, you know, leave a like. It's always appreciated. Comment below if you feel like you want to. And do all those wonderful things you do normally with YouTube videos. And you all stay safe out there. I know these are very troubling times right now. There's a lot going on. Just crazy stuff. Unfortunate stuff going on. I'm not going to get on a soapbox about it. You know, you get in trouble for saying certain things from one way or another. It's just, it's not really what this channel's for. It's more lighthearted and, you know, just sharing passions with sports with you. But I do know what's going on in the world, and it's a shame. It really is. There's a lot of ugliness out there. And, you know, you don't turn a blind eye to it, but all you can do is just say, you know, maybe someday, you know, things can get better. But, you know, I'll just leave it at that. But anyhow, stay safe out there, everyone. It's been a horrendous year. 2020 has just been crazy, full with all sorts of ugliness and bad and viruses and it's like that jersey on the Unitas jersey. It's just so the sooner this year can come to a close and get to 2021 might be better for everybody. But we're another month closer because now we're in June. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel, everybody. Just keep going towards it, and you know, we'll get there together. So anyhow, that's it for MightyFan, and I will see you all in the next episode, the next vid, which probably will be showing you what's on this rack, the second of the 2 legendary racks for the NBA and the MightyFan, in the Mighty Kingdom, I should say. So be on the lookout for that. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope I didn't bore you all to death, but I had a lot to show, as you can see. So I'm going to go now before I go even longer. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.